There's one thing I've learned from all those Zoom calls that I've been doing recently. It's that you should always put a bookshelf in the background just so that people think you're smart. Could have sworn I was here to do a video or something. Hello everyone, my name is Scott Connor, and I have just graduated high school here in lovely Kansas City, Missouri. Just a year ago, I was living 800 miles away. If you had told me that I was going to be moving 800 miles in my senior year of high school, I would have told you you're crazy. In fact, I still probably will tell you that you're crazy. And yet here we are, because if there's anything that 2020 has taught us, it's that life is volatile. And we're already out of protein bars. And because life is so volatile, I am a huge proponent of flexibility, which is why I'm here to talk to you about blended education. To demonstrate blended education, I decided to bring along a few friends. Over here, we have your bland, boring, old, regular brick-and-mortar school. Not a lot of flavor, somewhat bland and boring, and a very high sugar content. And over here on my right, we have online schooling, which is very hip, very exotic. You know, it's peanut butter. On their own, either option seems kind of suboptimal. But when you put them together, you get the perfect snack for a kid's lunch. Where was I going with this? Some of you might be asking yourselves, what has been my experience with blended education? That is an extremely convenient question, because that's the next part in the script. If you hadn't asked that, I would be completely lost right now. When I was first starting high school, I used online courses to complement my in-person classes. When my small town in 9th grade didn't offer me enough classes to be able to get through the year, I took online computer science classes in order to fill in the electives. For 10th grade, I took numerous in-person classes, but took Spanish online. While the in-person classes gave me a sense of community, the online classes allowed me to talk with people who actually know what they're talking about, instead of whoever was in the local area. Similar to 10th grade, in 11th grade I also took a lot of in-person classes. However, I was able to take some of the math that I had learned from doing computer science to place myself in AP Calculus a year early. And I also was learning Spanish with a teacher in Guatemala, and I learned AP Computer Science from a guy who's most famous for fixing the worst ever Atari game. My 12th grade year was a lot more interesting because I started with a lot of in-person classes. However, I moved in the middle of the year, which meant that all of those previously in-person classes now became online classes that I would connect to through Google Hangouts. During my senior year, I also took college freshman English and AP Physics. On top of that, I also took Calculus 2 at the community college, although this also became an online class for reasons. The community from in-person classes combined with the experts from online classes helped to create a well-rounded education suitable for myself. And my hope is that blended education can help you create your own customized education experience. So with all that in mind, in conclusion, hold on. Yeah, that's much better. So in conclusion, blended education gave me the ability to stay flexible and to stay ahead of the curve. I've been Scott Connor, and this has been my video. Ooh, look, another one.